My name is Dain Rodwell. I'm in Livingston, Montana. I'm the board president of the Shane Lalani Center for the Arts here. I was raised in a family of farmers from Idaho, and they were all good people, salt of the earth, and there wasn't a very big town, and there weren't very many people. And so a lot of the way people derived enjoyment was by talking with other folks. My grandfather was the town doctor, so I spent a great deal of time driving around in his old Plymouth truck or car and standing and watching or listening to my grandfather talk to folks and as he did his house calls around Nampa, Idaho. I also found when I moved here to Montana that pretty much everyone has a story, and they're all fascinating and they're all a lot of fun to listen to. That's the thing that I derive a great deal of enjoyment. Everybody's got something to say about just about anything, and pretty much they're all interesting stories. Besides that, and listening to those types of things, I've gotten to meet some really interesting people who are good storytellers. In particular, a gentleman who is the publisher of Montana Quarterly. If you've never seen that magazine, you should. It's worth it. It's really good stories told really well and written beautifully. Another thing that I really enjoy here are dogs. I have dogs everywhere in my house. Two now, used to be three, could be on any given day a neighbor shows up. So those bring me a great deal of joy. Another thing that I really enjoy experiencing is the environment here at the Shane Lalani Center for the Arts. I like it because it's an organization for people, and it's for performing arts, and it's where people come to enjoy themselves and to study dance, yoga, improv acting. They can take music lessons. There's a black and white photo lab here, and it's just a warm place where everybody's given an opportunity to be whatever they want to be, whenever they want to be it. Very, very good experience here. I'm very lucky to have found this. I think living in a small town, you can't help but get emotional connections with everyone. We've been in Livingston since 2004. From 2015 on, we moved here full time. And just being in this town, you can't help but get to know people and establish emotional connections with them. That's just the kind of town it is. Sometimes they're not such great connections, other times they're wonderful. But the thing I found about this town is that it's usually opens its arms to people and is welcoming and enjoys having people participate in all the different things that go on here, whether it's the rodeo or it's a parade at the 4th of July or the art walks on Friday night. It's a social town and people really enjoy getting out and participating with each other. And it's an enjoyable process. Sometimes it gets a little close, but then, that's just the way towns are. It starts with the Shane Lalani Center for the Arts. I became a board member here in 2015 and have slowly, through my experience here, have been lucky enough to become the board president of the Shane Center. This is my third year coming up as the president. And it gives me a sense of responsibility to help make sure that we can be as best as we possibly can be in providing entertainment, in providing performing arts, and providing a safe space for people to go and to be anybody who they want to be able to provide musicals and plays and concerts and readings for folks so they have an outlet to come, and perhaps if they're not having the greatest time or the best day of their lives, they can come here and spend a couple hours and just immerse themselves in our world, which consists of just recently the musical Matilda, which was an extraordinary experience. Or we have Shakespeare in the Parks. And this last year, we just initiated a series of outdoor free concerts for folks on Thursday night. In addition, we show movies once a month that are free of charge to folks. So we actually encourage people to come and just be here and enjoy themselves, which for a lot of folks is an important thing because maybe they don't have that opportunity at home or wherever they're living or whatever they're doing. Again, in the position I have here at the Shane Center, I get a chance to meet a lot of people. And everybody, in some way or another, if you have enough time with them and you give them enough time to feel comfortable with you and safe, let you know what they're like and share some of themselves with you. And to me, that's what makes me feel alive. Being in this position, whether right or wrong, gives me an opportunity and access to some folks that if I were just here visiting or if I wasn't just an active participant in this organization, probably wouldn't give me an opportunity to connect with some of these folks. But instead, I've gotten to. And in some cases, I've even got to have surprise friends where I didn't even know they would be. I've also got to know folks in this town who are a little unusual. Sometimes they have mental illness, sometimes they have other issues, health issues or mental issues. And I've discovered that this town is a great place for taking care of its own people, no matter what kind of problems they have. I've seen time and time again where folks have helped other people who have been in need and not able to help themselves, whether it was a good meal, a place to stay, some new shoes, a coat, or just some general emotional support. That's where my connection has come from and what I really, really appreciate.